Before we get started talking about the Red Star system, which is very controversial, but there's some things you need to know about it, some good and some bad. I want to give credit to where credit's due. Marvel Strike Force was nominated for Google Best of 2018 awards. And you can go to the website right here. It says vote for your favorite mobile game in the Google Play Best of 2018 awards. Got to tell you, I like this game. And the reason why I like this game is that there's a lot of customization and strategy involved with developing out the best teams and team compositions. I'll give you an example. Like if you dumped all your resources into Hydra or AIM, that would not be very good because there's a limited number of gold and gear that you have to allocate, and it's smart to make it and put it into optimal placement so that you can get the most for the limited amount of gold that you have and the limited amount of gear that you have. And so there's so many different game modes and so many different characters, it can be a little bit overwhelming, and that's why we make these guides and have these god tier characters that do well in many different parts of the game. And so, you know, when you talk about like investing in Nick Fury, I'm talking about investing resources because there's only so much golden gear. You can do that. And it's good to play smart because there's bottlenecks in the game, whether it's character shards, gold gear, and now this Red Star system. Now, I just want to bring up this article before we read the developer's notes because I want to just bring up some issues that are happening in other games. So I'm not saying that Marvel Strike Force is doing this or anything like that, but other games are being accused of some of this. And this is an article about in-app purchases use predatory techniques linked to gambling. Okay? And so this is an article that was earlier this year, and I'm not saying that they're doing this in Marvel Strike Force, but I just want to read these couple paragraphs right here. Players hoping to win a particular item may end up repeatedly buying loot boxes at a significantly personal expense. Because loot boxes require zero player skill and have randomly determined outcome or price, they function similarly to scratch tickets or gambling slot machines. The researchers call loot boxes and simpler schemes predatory monetization because they encourage repeated spending using tactics that may involve limited disclosure of the product, unavoidable solicitations, and manipulation of reward outcomes, which apparently will encourage purchasing behaviors. They liken some of these schemes to a form of psychological entrapment where players spend an escalating amount of money because they believe they have invested too much to quit. Not saying that Red Star system is that. You get to decide. I'm just saying that this is what the community, the psychologically community is talking about. So we're going to read this Red Star system and just going to talk about it. Introducing Red Stars. Hello, Commanders. This first paragraph made me giggle. The release of Red Stars is just around the corner. The community's great feedback over the past few weeks has been instrumental in helping us shape our newest feature. Below, you'll find a detailed breakdown of how to acquire and use Red Stars, as well as they fit into the big picture of your team as a whole. Let's get started. Okay, I'm glad that they're making this post. I'm glad that they're communicating with us, and I'm not really sure if they looked at Reddit and Reddit's opinion on these Red Stars because it was hard for me to find in these hundreds of comments many positive things that people were saying about the Red Star. But we haven't seen it, we haven't played it, and I actually think there's some good things, but we're just going to read it and try to understand it and see if we can make the best out of it because we love this game. What are Red Stars? Every battle, every advantage helps, especially I think there's going to be some upside to this in player versus environment PvE. PvP, I don't know. PvE, but Dark Dimension, sure, there's going to be advantage. Now your characters can get a potent boost. Red Stars are a valuable new way to power up your characters. Each Red Star provides a multiplier to the character's overall power. Specifically, red stars multiply the power of your character by increasing all core stats. So all the core stats are listed there. They don't stop there. Red stars take into account gear levels and Stark tech bonuses. Okay, so it's not a new mechanic. It's just basically adding 14 stars to the game. You know, we have 7 stars. Now you can get red stars, and basically you can have a 14-star character now. Nothing new, not a new mechanic, not a new game mode. Nothing need to learn. It's just basically the same thing we've always had. It's not complicated. It's like going to 8 stars, 9 stars, 10 stars, so on. The result is the character is more powerful and ready to take on enemies who were previously too tough to conquer. And so they talked about high-end raids in the ever-challenging Dark Dimension. Okay, so no question that is going to be a good thing to have these red stars. Our characters are going to get more powerful. We can go through Blitz. We probably can get through the milestones quicker because we're going to have higher powers. That's fine. Nothing bad about that. That's great. How do red stars work? And actually, there's some good things in here I like. Red star promotions are items only drop from red star orbs and elite red star orbs. They only come from orbs. They only come from random events. If you are Spider-Man's your favorite character, and you took him to level 70, you took him to gear 12 because you see the value in that character, you like him, plus you think he's good in different game modes, it's going to be random whether or not you're going to be able to take him any higher than that. If you want him to have higher red stars, it's going to be random. No skill, just going to be random going forward. Unlike premium orbs, where you get character shards that you accumulate to unlock and rank up characters, or the shards you can get in many different other ways. They're saying that these red star promotions only come from orbs. Red star orbs will award players with full character boosts, with boosts ranging from 1 to 7 red stars immediately applicable. I'm hoping that means that we won't have to use gold. We will see. 2 new orbs that will provide red star characters and red star orbs, which contain red star characters level 1 through 4. So the basic orbs basically only go through 1 through 4, and elite red star orbs, which will take them all the way up to 7. And it does not look like it's cumulative, meaning if you pull one red star Yondu and then another one and another one and another one and another one, it doesn't add up to 7. They just get converted into these elite red star fragments. It's clarified here in a minute, and we'll talk about that because I think some people only are going to want to open up elite red stars because getting 1 through 4 is not going to help you if you only want 7s. We'll get to that here in a minute. Once you get a red star character, you will immediately be able to apply the number of red stars to the character equal to or less than the total number of gold stars you have for that character. For example, you receive a 4 red star Yondu from an orb, but you only have a 2-star gold Yondu. You can only get the benefits of the 2 red stars, and this is good right here. However, once you earn more Yondu shards and promote them to 3 or 4 gold stars, the remaining red stars you initially receive will instantly apply. Further gold stars will only apply their base power until a higher level of red stars is applied. So once you promote Yondu to 5 gold stars, you'll have 4 and 1. That's fine. Red stars can be acquired with characters that haven't been unlocked yet. Red stars can drop from all the characters except for Ultimus and Ultron. And I gotta say, on paper, Ultron looks like the best character. Ultimus is more of a novelty right now, but I think he's gonna get reworked. Hardest character to get in the game right now is Ultimus, and few people have him. And Ultron looks like he's going to be best. So we'll announce special plans for the top tier characters later. Fine. How to get red star orbs. There are a number of free daily and weekly opportunities to acquire red stars, both during the launch of the feature and on the launch of the regular basis going forward. So I like free, right? I like free stuff, man. If this is going to be free, to kick things off, tutorial featuring Luke Cage. Cool. I like Luke Cage. I like the Defenders. Walk you through the basics of red stars and the conclusion, which will allow players to earn a 3 red star Luke Cage. There's a minimum level requirement, fine, to acquire, use red stars, but you're not there yet, don't worry. Red stars and the accompanying tutorial activate when you hit the required level. I like all of this. After the tutorial, red star orbs will be the only place to acquire red stars. you can only get red star orbs. It's the only way you can get them. Random. No skill required. We'll supply everyone with 10 free red star orbs to get you started. Cool. I know my luck, I'm going to get all Hydra and all AIM minions, but I hope that I can get Rocket and Star-Lord and Thanos and Vision, Black Widow and the Avengers, or Nick Fury and the Defenders. I don't know anything, but going forward, here are the many ways to earn additional free red star orbs. I like free. 7-day calendar, great. Red star blitz. Another blitz. I know at the beginning of this, they said that they considered community feedback. Personally, I think the community really wanted a gold blitz. Don't know if we wanted this or asked for this. I'm not saying that we don't want it. I'll take it. But we really wanted a gold. We need more gold. We needed a gold blitz. Duplicates, I like this. If you pull a character with a number of red stars equal to or lower than the amount you currently have for that character, receive elite red star orb fragments. This is very important. Probably the most important thing in the entire post right here. If you pull a character with a number of red stars greater than the amount you currently have for that character, so imagine you have a red star 1 Yondu and now you get a 4. It doesn't add up to 5. Basically, they just credit you the 1 and they move them up to 4. If you pull a character with a number of red stars greater than the amount you currently have for that character, in addition to your character's red star relay being increased to the higher level pulled, not up to 5, but up to the 4, you also receive red star orb fragments from the previous lower red stars you already had. So getting a bunch of 1s will give you orb fragments, but they won't add up to a 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You're still going to get a 1. So a lot of people are going to only want to open up these elite red stars. If you want to get higher than 4, you want 5, 6, 7, you're going to have to be pulling exclusively elite red star orbs. However, the number of each offer an individual can purchase will be capped. Oh, okay. They're going to cap the amount you can buy. That's kind of interesting, actually. I don't mind that. That kind of makes me change my mind about this a little bit. If they're going to cap the amount you can buy, I hope we've answered most of the questions you have regarding an exciting new feature. I don't know if it's exciting. Red Stars was announced early to gather community feedback and address any concerns in order to make the Red Star features as exciting as possible. Thank you to everyone that provided feedback. The questions will be since the original announcement. Reviewed the community thoughts closely, and we think Red Stars will be a valuable and fun addition to Marvel Strike Force. So, well, my concern and my feedback is I hope that none of this is like this article right here. I mean, this is, I'm not saying it is. That's my feedback. That's my concern is that, how is this not gambling? How is this not a predatory tactic? Okay, so here's what I'm going to do. When this comes out, I'm going to purchase, let's say, $100 worth. I want to make a video about it and show what people get for $100. I think everybody needs to know what's available. And I can do that because of, I can write it off and it's fine. So, but I do want people to have as much information as possible to see if it's worth it to them. Because it's all value, right? Everybody has a different value system. So I don't know. I don't think it's evil or bad. I don't know if the community really wanted another bottleneck. I don't think anybody really wants another bottleneck that is completely random. I prefer things to be more skill-based than luck-based, or at least so I can make a decision on where to allocate my limited resources. But that's just my feeling. All right, guys, put down in the comments what you think. Leave a like. And as always, thanks for watching. Keep on gaming.